Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to check out the other videos and see if you like it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to do so. If not, I can't force you. But yeah, so we're gonna get straight into this story time because I'm really not even in the mood. I wasn't this consistent last month, like the month of July. A lot has been going on in my life, and I'm just not the type of person where if I'm not, like I told you guys, well, I know I have a lot of new supporters, but if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna record. I don't care about money like that. I just don't care. You know. Also, I'm trying to prepare for graduation, so when you guys keep messaging me and keep messaging me on social medias talking about when are you gonna post, you need to post, where's the new post, I don't see a post, where are you not on YouTube? Y'all, people have lives, okay? Like, I'm not a robot. I'm not your monkey. Like, I know you guys love to watch me, but please understand that if I'm not posting a lot, I'm going through something, or I'm like really busy with something, you know what I mean? I love you guys so much and I love talking to you guys, but like I told you guys before, I love you guys to the point where I would never come on the camera and fake the funk. I'm not one of them YouTubers. But let's get into the motherfucking story time. Y'all, let's look at my nails. Oh! Now, if you guys are following my socials, y'all know I already posted my nails. So if you guys are not following my socials, F you. Y'all, I got my nails back. For my guys that have been following me on YouTube for a while, y'all already know, like, I've always had nails in. As a matter of fact, one of my subscribers had DM'd me and was like, damn girl, like, where are your nails? Like, you don't even wear nails no more, girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I took a long break from wearing nails because my actual real nails started getting damaged. And I'm gonna be real with you, I love my long nails. Like, I really, really love my long nails. At the same time, oh, let me show you the thumb. No child left behind. Guys, look, I love my long nails, but at the same time, life is just simpler with no nails. I don't care what nobody says. People are gonna sit up here and try to say, well, it's because you don't know how to rock long nails. Baby, I've been wearing long nails since fresh out of high school. I think that's when I started going long. That's 2016, okay? I think I know how to deal with long nails by now. But let's keep it a buck. When you have nails this long, you cannot go to the gas pump and put your card in and take your card out. You either have to get a tweezer or you gotta go inside. Like, it's just certain things that you can't do with nails. If your credit card was to fall on the floor or your ID was to fall on the floor, you would have a very hard time picking that up. You know what I mean? I needed that break. And now that I have my nails again, it's like, I'm like, ugh, like, I love my nails, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, like, it was so much. And then on top of that, I don't know about y'all, but me, I'm a very rough girl. So when I have my nails in, I have to be way more, like, careful with every single thing I do because I can easily, like, break them, and then when they start lifting, and then let's say it's a lot. I know that's not the story time, but yeah, y'all, my nails are back. They're back. So you guys are about to see a whole lot of this, and if you guys don't like a whole lot of this, then you guys could exit right. But yeah, or exit left. Either way, y'all can go. But yeah, let's get into the story time. And boom, this story time is recent, y'all, and honestly, the reason why I'm not gonna have that many jokes in this story time is because I'm not happy. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, this boy had me effed up, like, for real, for real. A lot of guys can be jealous of you, and I know it sounds weird because it's like, why would a guy be jealous of me? It's not always about looks. Like, anybody can be jealous of anyone for anything. Like, let's say that you're doing better and let's say you're doing better in your life. Like, you're not where you want to be personally, but compared to the guy that you're talking to, you're doing way better than him. And he's not doing as good as he wants to do. He could be jealous of you. And I personally feel like specific guy was very jealous of me. His jealousy turned into hatred real quick with me, like really, really quick. And so we're gonna get into it. I call him douchebag because that's what he is. I'm so sorry about it. Basically, I met him on Instagram. He followed me, and I followed him back. He slid in my DMs. Now, let me be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real. Y'all know how every time I talk about a guy, talking to a new guy, I'm always like, oh, he was so fine, this and that. Y'all, this boy was, he wasn't ugly, but he just was not compared to the guys that I talked to, he was not, he wasn't on their level, but he wasn't ugly at the same time, you know. So he started liking my photos. I think he would watch my story, he would like my story and stuff like that. And eventually he DM'd me one day, and I don't remember what he said, but he DM'd me, and you know, it took me a while to answer him back, because a part of me was like, okay, he's not ugly, but the other part of me was like, he's not really all that. I was like having like a tug of war with my brain, like, should I message him back, should I not? Like, eventually I followed him back, and well, not follow him, eventually I DM'd him back, and so we started talking, and this was the first red flag. So we're talking, you know, we're getting to know each other. By we're DMing each other on Instagram, and he's asking me like, oh, do you work? And I'm like, no, I don't really work right now, and I don't really like to tell guys about my YouTube, because for some unknown reason, the vlog will be dropped after this story time, so you guys will see me further really get into it and explain why having a YouTube has completely ruined my relationship with men, all jokes aside. I'm gonna really explain it in the vlog, so you guys have to watch the vlog for that. But just to sum it up in a nutshell, whenever guys find out I have a YouTube channel, and then they see the titles of my story times, and then they get intrigued and they watch it, they kind of get a little intimidated, because, you know, I have a lot of story times about guys playing me and then what I did back to them, and they kind of start to think, damn, this girl kind of crazy. Or they kind of get to getting a little like, you know, I've had guys say, you better never make a story about me. And I almost said that, bitch, don't do nothing to me. Like, I'm not gonna make a story about somebody who didn't do nothing to me. Like, if you're scared about me making a story about me, you're letting me know that you're about to do some tomfoolery around me. At the end of the day, these story times that I be telling, these are from years ago. A lot of these story times about me getting played and stuff is from high school. I haven't been to high school since 2017, not even 17. I haven't been to high school since 2015, 2014. We're in 2022. You should not look at my YouTube and get intimidated, but a lot of men do. They either get intimidated by my YouTube and then they stop talking to me, or they get a little bit too excited, and I'm like, why are you so excited? They're like, oh, you have a huge following. Like, they get a little bit too invested. They start asking me how much do I make, and then they start telling me how they want to start their YouTube channel and if I can help them and all this shit. And it's just like, no. Like, and then a lot of the times that they ask me like if I can help them, they want to do reactions. They want their channels to be reaction channels. They want their channels to be gaming channels. This is a story time channel. What makes you think that I know anything about gaming and reactions and all that? What makes y'all think that? Like, I don't know nothing. Like, I just know stuff about putting on a camera and telling you guys about my crazy ass life, you know. Just kind of get user vibes from a lot of guys, and I also kind of get standoffish vibes from a lot of guys. So I just don't even talk about my YouTube channel. If you figure it out, if you're following my social medias and you figure it out, oh well, cool. Ask me what I do. I tell him that I don't do nothing, and I tell him that I'm in school. So he says, oh, okay, what school do you go to? I told him where I go. He said that he didn't know what school that was. I said it's a HBCU, Texas. He says, oh, okay. He says, what's your major? I told him chemical engineering. Tell me why this dumbass boy says, what's that? What do you mean, what's that? What do you want me to say? Do you want me to say, do you want me to make, like, what, like, y'all, am I tripping? Or like, what should I have said to that? Like, what do you mean, what's that? It's chemical engineering. Like, I don't even think there's any way that I can elaborate on that. Like, what do you mean, what's that? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just, I hate people who, anyways, let's continue. So he's like, what's that? And I was like, it's engineering. And I put ... because I was confused as to what he's talking about. So he says, I don't remember what he said, but it's like he completely switched the subject. Like, after I said it's engineering, he was like, what you doing right now? And I was like, oh, nothing. I don't know. I think I was at the gym or something. And so we just started talking about something else. The reason why I said that's a red flag is because that is the first guy, and I put this on everything I love, that is the first guy to ask me what engineering was. This is why I felt offended. It's not just him, but a lot of the times that I tell people like I do engineering, they kind of feel like, no, I don't, you know, because I play a lot on, especially people on social media, you know, because I play a lot, I be, you know, they be feeling like, no, you don't, right? I personally feel like he didn't want to say, no, you don't do engineering. I personally feel like he was asking me what's that to be funny, because what do you mean what's that? Like, what do you mean what is chemical engineering? How, like, he literally said what's your major? I said it's chemical engineering. This boy said what's that? Then I told him it's engineering, and instead for him to be like good shit, because majority of the guys I talk to, whenever I tell them I do engineering, they be like, oh, okay, like da 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 blah blah blah. They, you know, they be like, all right, talk your shit, pop your shit. He just completely switched up. Like, he changed the whole subject. I felt like in that moment he was kind of like on some like, oh shit, like this girl's well grounded, you know. I kind of saw that as a red flag, but I didn't really think much of it. I just brushed it, you know, I brushed it off. Another red flag was that it took this boy forever to ask for my number. Like, it literally was like days were going on and we were still messaging each other. And me personally, I don't really like give people my number. I'm one of them girls where if I feel like the vibes are going good in the DMs, I'm gonna give you my number. And I know some girls are like, well, nothing's wrong with him messaging you on IG because you might not know who you're talking to, blase blase. And I do understand that, but at the same time, I turn off my notifications. My notifications are off on Instagram. My notifications are off on TikTok. My notifications are off on YouTube. On Twitter it's on, but that's because I just re-downloaded the Twitter app and I'm about to delete it because I don't really even like having the Twitter app on my phone. I'd rather just get on Safari. So before me having Twitter on my phone, like literally this week, my notifications are off. The only notifications that I get are Snapchat notifications and my iMessage. That's it. I would have liked for him to ask me for my number because I'm tired of messaging him and then he messaged me back and I message him back hours later because I'm not on IG, you know what I mean? And I don't really be on IG like that. Like, the app that I be on the most is TikTok, you know? If you guys are not following my TikTok, it's in the description box down below. I literally was like, damn, like, when is this boy gonna ask me for my number? And at the same time, I wasn't about to say, hey, do you want my number? Like, I'm just not gonna ask. So I'm gonna say, I don't know how long it took, but he finally asked me for my number and I gave it to him and we started texting. That's another thing. I'm thinking, okay, we've been messaging for this amount of time, you know, like we should text each other and stuff. I'm gonna be real, I like texting. I don't care, like, you know, I like texting, I like keeping up with you, but at the same time, eventually you're gonna need to call me. Like, I'm not gonna, we're not pen pals. You're not gonna be texting me all day long like you only get one call per month. Like, bitch, call me. Like, why are we texting? I made the initiative and I texted him one night and I was like, hey, you want to talk on the phone if you're not busy? Like, I wasn't trying to press up on him and be like, oh, let's talk, da da da. Like, I literally just was like, you want to talk on the phone if you're not busy? This boy says, LOL, maybe. Look, I ain't going for none of that. Like, I'm not going for none of that. I'm not going for none of that weirdo activity stuff. Like, I don't like when a man make me feel desperate in no way, shape, or form. If I get any type of feeling that like I'm doing more than you're doing, oh, I'm a back up, you know what I mean? So when he texted me that, I kind of side-eye him. Like, what do you mean, LOL, maybe? Like, if you're busy, just be like, oh, I'm busy. Even if you're not busy, like, even if you don't want to talk on the phone, he could have been like, not tonight. He could have been like, not today. I don't remember if it was night or day, but I think it was daytime. He could have been like, not today, we could talk tomorrow, or, you know, I'm kind of busy, this and that. But for him to say LOL, maybe, like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, you are not P Diddy, you are not Lil Wayne. Like, bitch, you are not unavailable. Bitch, you are very much so available. Like, bitch, you are very much so available. Bitch, you are McDonald's. Bitch, you are open 24 hours. Bitch, you are accessible. Who do you think you are? Like, don't ever try to play with me, try to make it look like talking about LOL maybe like I'm a child. Like, bitch, I'm not a child and I'm no longer in timeout. Bitch, I'm not in the corner. Bitch, I'm in front of you. You know, I just, you know, took it like a G and I said, nah, it's okay. I told him, I said, nah, it's okay. I said, you could just you know, talk to me tomorrow. Like, it's cool. So I think he felt my tension through the phone. So he was like, I was just playing. No, you weren't. You seen that I wasn't messing with what you put out. Now you trying to backtrack and say you were playing. Okay, cool. So I explained to him, I said, look, I said, I just wanted to talk on the phone with you. I said, we've been texting each other for all these weeks and stuff. Like, why haven't I spoken? Like, any other guy, whenever I give him my number and stuff, we get to cracking on the phone within a day or two. Like, what is it? What is it? Like, why are we texting back and forth? I'm not going to be texting you all day back and forth. We finally get on the phone. I think he finally called me. Like, I don't remember when he called me, but he finally called me and we get on the phone. We got into an argument, like probably the second time we were on the phone. I really don't remember what we got into an argument over. I'm going to be real with you. But he did say something like, I could just tell from the way you talk, because I was talking to him. You know me, I'm very, very like, you know me, I'm a very tough girl. Like, I'm a very tough girl, which some men might consider masculine, and you know, I'm trying my best to tap into my feminine side. But what a lot of people have to understand is when you get bullied, when you get bullied your whole high school year, your whole high school like years of like from, I didn't really get bullied my 9th grade year, but when you get bullied from like 10th grade to 12th grade by men, you have to somewhat develop a masculine type of role to deal with the toughness of these guys that are bullying you. They're guys that are in gangs. These are a lot of the guys that I tell y'all stories about that bullied me. These were actual real, like, I'm not gonna say real life thugs, but a lot of these boys was in the streets type shit. You know what I mean? So I had to really start getting hard, like hardcore with it. Like I told you guys, I wasn't the type that got bullied and like sat in the corner and was like, no, I got bullied and I fought back. I used to go back and forth with them. So I kind of developed this hard exterior on me, you know? And I am trying to like, you know, tap into my feminine side. You know, I do feel like I am feminine, but I feel like at the same time I can be masculine, you know, and ain't nothing wrong with it. It's good to have both, you know, but if I feel like I can submit for a man, I will submit type. But yeah, so mind you, and on top of that, whenever I'm talking to a guy, if a guy's not disrespecting me, I don't disrespect him. I don't talk to guys anyhow if they don't talk to me anyhow. You know what I mean? Like, if a guy is talking to me, and even if we get into an argument, I'm still gonna respect him. I'm still gonna let him speak. I'm still gonna, you know, if I have to say something, I'm gonna chime in. So he was saying stuff, but I don't really remember the argument, but what he was saying was not true. So I told him, I said, hey, that's not what I said. Like, he was basically saying, you said da da da, and I said, that's not what I said. He said, I'm talking, right? I'm talking. You're talking and you're wrong. It's not like you're telling the truth and I'm talking over you. You're wrong. You're not telling the truth. You're not telling the truth. And I know some people are about to say, well, you could have just waited for him to finish talking and then you could talk. Yes, I understand that, but you're not telling the truth. You're not telling the truth. So I'm going to correct you. Fix it up. Thing is, when I was talking, when it was time for me to tell how I felt about the situation, this boy was interrupting the mess out of me. Before we get done talking, he said something like, just from talking to you, I could tell that the guys that you talk to, you run over them. I could tell that they let you control them. You da da da. Like, he was just going in. He was saying that all these guys let me control them. I run over them. He was like, I'm not that type of guy. I'm gonna put you in your place every time. Like, he's just going in. He's telling me he's gonna put me in my place. I'm looking at him like, what are you putting me in my place for? Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna put me in? And I said, what are you talking about? Like, he's talking about some, nah, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but if I feel disrespected, I will put you in your place. Okay, cool, whatever. We get through that argument. We figure it out. We come to a conclusion. Like, the argument actually ended, you know, somewhat decent, right? So he starts talking about his mom. This is the next day, right? We get on the phone again. complaining about his mom, and he's saying how he doesn't like his mom. You know me, I'm trying to ask him, like, I'm not really trying to be in his business, but if he's talking about it, I'm gonna talk to him about it, you know. So I'm like, oh, what happened? And he's like, she did ABCD, and he was like, I just really don't like her. This is that. Mind you, this boy's dad is not in his life. It's only his mom, and he does not like his mom. Keep that in mind. He told me he does not like his mom. So as the days are going on, as the weeks are going on, this boy literally would text me back slow. Like, when I say slow, this boy would text me back so slow, but would be on social media. Like, he would literally be on social media. He would be watching my story, y'all, and hasn't texted me back. I wouldn't really like get upset at the fact that he was on my story, but the fact that you could literally take hours to text back, like, come on, man, and you're on social media, like, you're being disrespectful, you know. Then he would say that he was gonna call me, and he would not call. I just started matching energy, period. When he would text me, I would text him back slow. But this is the thing. When he would text me and I would text him back slow, he would tell myself, what did you texting me back? This boy catch himself trying to confront me. He tell myself, what did you texting me back slow for? I texted you back this and this for. Da-da-da. Like, he's messaging me. And there would be time, and look, I'm Queen Petty. You do me, I do you. You do me, I'll do you type. I match energy, just to say the least. When he would text me back, I would ignore him for hours, and I would be on social media. So he will be sliding up on my story talking about, I know you see my text, da-da-da. Like, he having a whole, like, field day in my DMs. I'm looking at him like, hold on, pimp. I'm just doing what you've been doing. Like, what's the issue type? So I told him, I'm like, yeah. I was like, because you do the same thing, but when I do it back, it's an issue. Like, you, and so he's talking about, oh, so you're petty, Instead for you to just tell me how you feel, you decide to be petty. I shouldn't have to tell a grown-ass man that he shouldn't be taking hours to text me back and being on social media. I shouldn't have to tell a grown-ass man that he's saying, oh, I'm gonna call you, and he never calls. You're playing with me at this point, so I'm gonna play back type shit. And I would try to slowly drift away. Like, even as a matter of fact, I know I'm telling you guys right now that I was matching energy. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I was trying to drift away, but it's like he would come in my DMs and be like, oh, so you're ignoring me? So it would start up an argument, and then we would get on the phone. Like, we would literally, the only time that me and this boy would actually get on the phone is when we started an argument in the messages, and we get on the phone to talk about it. And then so we're on the phone, right? This boy is basically saying, look, if you have an issue with me, you need to tell me. He was like, you cannot be doing that. Like, you cannot. He was like, you can't be doing that. I know you did this with your past guys. You don't know me. Stop talking to me like that. Like, you don't know me. You don't know what I've done. You're just assuming. Like, shut up. So he's talking and stuff, and he's saying that what I did was petty. He gaslit me, y'all. He gaslit me into believing that what I did was just so petty, and he didn't have no wrong. He said that he didn't have no wrongdoing in it because he didn't know that I felt some type of way about what he was doing. So therefore, he did not do nothing wrong. That's basically what he said on the phone. He didn't say it like that, but that's basically what he concluded. He concluded that he didn't do nothing wrong because I never addressed it with him. Okay, cool, whatever. So I apologize. I apologize for being petty. I apologize. But we cool again. We're talking. We're cool again. Everything going cool. Like, we're cool again. Tell him. I say, look, okay, since you said I'm being petty, I'm letting you know this right now. I said, I don't expect you to message me all day long. We all got shit to do. I said, but, you know, it will be nice for you to message me, you know, check in with me throughout the day. And I said, and another thing is, if you say you're going to call. If you're not going to call for that day, just let me know. Hey, I'm not going to call you. Like, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Like, keep me updated. Like, don't just keep me, you know, just in the background. So he says, okay, I got you. I'm sorry. He apologizes too. He's like, I'm not going to do that again. Cool, whatever. So we get to talking, and I say, what's your type? He's like, I don't have a type. And mind you, the reason why I asked this boy what his type was is because I was going through his IG, and I'm seeing a whole bunch of different looking hoes. Like, it's black bitches, it's light skinned bitches, it's so many different hoes. I don't know. It's skinny bitches, it's thick bitches, it's a little bit of big hoes. I don't know what this boy like. I don't know what he like. I asked him, I'm like, what's your main type? Like, what's the person that, like, you mainly go for? He's like, I don't have a type. Every man has a type, whether they know it or not. And even, not even men, women too. Almost everyone have a specific type. They might not know it, but they have it, okay? That was a little, like, you know, a little weird, you know. And I told him, I'm like, have you ever talked to a big girl? Like, I wanted to know, because, and I've never really asked a guy that. I don't really care. Like, I don't really be caring if a guy's talked to a big girl or not. Well, I do. I actually do. I actually do care. Because if a guy has never really talked to a big girl and he tries to talk to me, you gotta be careful with those type of guys, because they be trying to experiment. Bitch, I'm not your experiment. But I just had to ask him because his followers were just looking like so many different type of girls. I said, okay, well, have you ever talked to a big girl? He's like, of course. He's like, I like big girls. This is a nap, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool, whatever. We get to talking, everything going cool, boom. That's another red flag in my eyes. I don't care what nobody says. We're talking, and I could just feel, as the weeks went by, I personally feel like douchebag was a little bit jealous of me. So of course, you know, douchebags, he finds out that I have a YouTube. So he starts talking to me about the YouTube. He doesn't say much. He just says, oh, you have a YouTube, huh? I say yes. He doesn't say nothing after that. Cool. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? You've already been on it, obviously. And I really don't want to talk about it, you know? So then he says, then there was a day that he wanted to talk on the phone with me, but I was in class. So he's like, oh, I want to talk to you, da da da. And I'm like, nah, I'm in class right now. I can't talk. It's like he kind of had a little tiny attitude, like, oh, okay, just call me after class. He texted me, tell me something. Oh my God, you still in class? Bitch, yes. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean, oh my God, I'm still in class? Like, bitch, what happened between 15 minutes? Like, what happened between 20 minutes? Like, did you think I teleported to Arizona? Like, bitch, I'm still in class. Like, yeah. But he's like, oh my God, you still in class? I'm like, yeah. He's like, never mind. I'll call you later, like, with an attitude. I'm like, okay. Like, you know, okay. Then another thing is, he stopped liking my photos. I would post photos on Instagram. This boy would not like my photos. I don't care what nobody says. It's not a guy that I've talked to that literally see my pictures. Mind you, me and him were not fighting. We'll be on the phone laughing. He'll be texting me here and there. We'll be texting each other. We text each other every day. And this boy's not liking my photos. He literally would not like my photos. He would not like my photos. He would. But then I started going through his followers account, and girls that were posting like on the same day as me, he was liking their photos. Mind you, me and this boy will be sleeping on the phone together and everything. You have to like me, and you're not liking my photos at all. Like, it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just kind of felt a little bit of jealousy. Like, oh, and another thing is, he told me that his life wasn't really that good. Like, he told me that he never really had a good life. That was a part of him. I don't really want to get into that, because that don't really have nothing to do with me. But like, yeah, he was telling me about his upbringing and that he was struggling, and then that's why he was trying to, like, you know, do good and, you know, hustle to make money and stuff like that. And I personally feel like, oh, that's another thing. He was like, oh, so you don't work at all? I was like, I'm in school. Like, I had to, it's like, how many times do I have to repeat to your big-headed ass that I'm in school? And this is before he found out that I had a YouTube. So he's like, we're on the phone. He's like, so you don't work at all? Like, with like he confused or some shit. I said, I'm in school. It's like he got quiet. Then he switched the subject. I was just like, what? What's wrong with this boy? So he continued to do the same BS over and over again. Being inconsistent, not messaging me, this and that. So I was fed up. I didn't care no more. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Like, I'm about to cut this boy off. Like, I literally said that in my house. I'm about to cut this boy off. Because it's like, at this point, this boy's playing with me. And I don't like that. Right before I cut him off, he said, oh, I'm just letting you know I'm coming to your state in I think he said in next week or in a week, right? I said, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I don't know if you're going to feel comfortable, but I would like to see you. Like, we can go out on a date, da da da. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, just let me know. I'm not really like thinking he coming, you know. I'm going to be real. I'm not really thinking. So he has family out here in Texas. So he was coming to visit family. So I'm like, okay, cool. Nobody that's a YouTuber tell you how dry our mouths be from talking to a camera. Nobody. My mouth is so dry. This was the day that I just completely started ignoring him, because he did the same thing that I told him that I don't like what he did again. He told me, I'm going to call you tonight. And he never called. And mind you, we used to sleep on the phone together. You know what I mean? Not every night, but we used to sleep on the phone together. So he said, oh, I'm going to call you tonight so we can sleep on the phone together or whatnot. Or we could talk on the phone before we go to sleep, da da da, whatever, cool. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I called him, and he says, hold on, I'm doing something. This was at 11:31. I said, okay. He then texts me at 2:38 and says, I fell asleep. Now, a part of me believed him, because when I used to be on the phone with him, this boy would knock out of nowhere. Like, we'll be on the phone laughing, everything. Like, we'll be on the phone laughing, having a conversation. He will even be having a conversation, and out of nowhere, he would go ghost. Like, he would just knock out. And I will be calling him now. I'm like, douchebag, douchebag, douchebag. And all I'll be hearing is, and I'm like, douchebag. So I kind of believe that he did fall asleep, but at the same time, you know, and mind you, he know I be up. Like me, I don't go to bed till like, I don't get tired till like 5. It's currently 3:08 right now, a.m. I don't get tired till like 5 o'clock. I'm not tired right now. I promise you I'm not tired. Like when I get done making this video, I'm probably going to play on my phone some more before I go to bed. When you woke up in that moment, you could have called me and went back to bed, because that was our routine. And I don't like when people break routines. Like, I don't like it. I'm not saying that we have to sleep on the phone every day, but like I said before, like I told him before, I don't like men who don't keep their word. If you just start talking to a guy and he tells you I'ma call you, and he don't call you, and he says, oh, I'ma text you, if he don't do it, it's too soon for him to be breaking promises, sis. Like, it's way too soon for a guy to be breaking promises. And y'all just start talking. That really pissed me off. And the next morning, mind you, he never called that whole night. And I was texting him and saying, I figured that you were sleeping. I said, but you can still call, like, you know, right now, like, you could call. And he said, I just kept going in and out of sleep. I just had such a crazy day. LOL. I said, well, I don't really care if you're sleeping. I just wanted to sleep with you on the phone. That's it. I was basically telling him, like, I didn't really want to talk, like, if you didn't want to talk. So then the boy never called. Guys, mind you, this boy's having a whole conversation with me, but has yet to just pick up the phone and call. Am I tripping, y'all? Like, please let me know. Am I tripping? So I texted him a TikTok, because I seen a TikTok, and it's basically just saying consistency is not hard, he just don't want you. And that was the breaking point, bitch. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, bitch. My back was broken. After I seen that TikTok, I literally sent it to him. And I said, and I'm childish for sending him this, but I was like, good luck in life, lose my number. I've already unfollowed you everywhere, so you don't have to worry about me anymore. Then he says, you're just a super weirdo. LOL. You're going to be lonely for the rest of your life. I promise you. And then he blocks me. The sassy boy blocks me. He blocks me everywhere. He blocks my number. He blocks all my social media. I don't block him. I don't have the energy to be doing all that. I think I blocked his Twitter. I think that's the only thing I blocked. I'm not going to be blocking you on every app, like blocking you through iMessage. Especially like if it wasn't that deep. Like if you disrespect me, I'm going to block you everywhere. But if it wasn't nothing serious, I'm not going to block you. But he blocked me. Cool, whatever. I don't care. I didn't like the fact that he said that I was going to be lonely for the rest of my life. I didn't like that. It's like you trying to insult me on your way out, and I'm not once insulting you. You're mad at me because you're not being consistent. You're mad at me because you're making promises that you can't keep. You're mad at me because you're texting me, you're coming and going as you please, and I finally put my foot down. That's why you're mad at me. So I just went on with my life. I'm playing on IG, and about 2 weeks later, the boy DMs me. And it was so funny because it's like literally when he DM'd me, I was in my IG DMs as like already. Like I was responding back to my subscribers because, you know, like y'all be DMing me. And I don't always respond back to everyone because it be a lot of y'all DMing me. But I try my best to, you know, have conversations. I don't ever be trying to act like I'm Hollywood, because bitch, I'm not even fucking Houston. You know what I mean? So I try my best to reply back to all of y'all. You know what I mean? I'm, you know, responding back to y'all, and as I'm responding to y'all, I see him DM me. Now, I don't have none of the DMs between me and him because the stupid bitch deleted his whole conversation. Like, he unsent all his messages. So it literally looks like me and him are just having a, it just looks like I'm talking to myself in the thread. So I can't even tell you guys what he said when he DM'd me, but he basically was like, hey, I've been thinking about it and I really do miss you. The situation was petty. Please, can we talk? And he calls me on Instagram, y'all. The boy calls me on Instagram. What are you calling me on Instagram for? Respect yourself. Let me reply back to you. Like, why are you calling me on Instagram? Like, you're disrespecting yourself, bro. This is the same guy who I would tell to call me and would not call me, but you have the audacity to call me on Instagram. See how guys just do stuff when they want to do it? When they're ready to talk to you, when they're ready to be serious, when they're ready to do stuff, that's when they do it. You tell them to do stuff, they do shit on their own time. And I don't like that. He calling me on Instagram and everything. So I'm like, what's the issue? I'm like, why are you calling me? He's like, I wanted to talk to you. I told him, I said, just call my number. Like, you know, I said, just call my number. He tells me, I deleted the thread. I don't have your number. Of course, your childish ass did. I don't delete threads just in case a motherfucker want to lie. And that's why I don't like that Instagram got that unsended shit. And I don't like that iPhone is about to start doing it. Don't worry. I will start screenshotting messages as soon as they come in nowadays. But yeah, he's like, I don't have your number. I deleted the thread. So I'm like, okay, well, you can tell me what you want here. Like, what do you want? Because in my head, I'm like, what do you want? He's like, I really do want to talk about the situation. I do feel like the situation was forced. I am sorry for what happened. I do feel like it was forced. Please, like, just talk to me, da da da. So I re-gave him my number again, which guys, it's one thing for you and a guy to get into an argument. But if a guy insults you throughout that argument and you actually feel some type of way, don't let that guy back into your life. Because when that boy said that I was going to be lonely for the rest of my life, that shit hurt my feelings. So from that moment, I should have never let that boy back into my life. I should have never let him get my number again. It's kind of like once you delete my number, you don't have the privileges of getting, like, dead ass. It's like every guy I talk to, I learn a lesson. Every single time I talk to a guy, I learn a new lesson. If we ever get into it and you insult me and then block me everywhere and delete my number, you better keep me blocked and deleted. And you better figure out how to get the number on your own, because I would never give you that number again. He's like, can I please have the number? Can I please have the number? So I give him my number and we text and we get on the phone and we're talking. It was very awkward, you know. Y'all have to understand. It's been 2 weeks. We haven't spoken. We left on bad terms. It's awkward. I wasn't even thinking that I would ever speak to this guy again. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So when we get on the phone, I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, what's up? And I'm like, yeah. So we're just silent. Like, it's pure silence on the phone. Like, nobody's talking. So I'm like, are you ready to talk? Like, I'm asking him, like, are you ready to talk about the situation? Or are we just gonna sit on the phone and act like ain't nothing going on? He told my son, talk about what? What do you mean talk about what? What are you talking about? So I was just like, what are you talking about? He was like, talk about what? Like, he had an attitude, y'all. Like, he was like, talk about what? I was like, talk about why we stopped talking. I don't want to talk about that. Y'all, in that moment, I should have hung up that phone and blocked him. But did I? No, I did not. Oh, Irene, you're so stupid sometimes. So you see, the thing is, I don't be blocking people quickly because I be trying to figure out what's going on in that little pea brain of yours. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I started getting hostile because it's like, what do you mean talk about what? So I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I was like, what do you mean talk about? I said, you think we just gonna get on the phone and carry on like nothing happened? We need to talk about the situation. I said, I'm not one of the people that's just gonna be acting like nothing happened. And then, you know, when we get into another argument, the old situation get brought up because we never talked about it. He says that I was disrespectful for sending him a TikTok of another grown ass man because the guy on the TikTok was a guy with his shirt off, and his caption was just like saying, he's not being consistent, he doesn't want you, or this is that. He said that was so disrespectful, and he said that it really made him feel less than, that I would do something like that, and that I will also unfollow him everywhere. And he started talking about if you felt some type of way about what I did, you could have just told me. I'm not your mom. Like, I don't understand this generation of men. I don't get them. I'm not your mom. Mind you, I've already told this guy once how I feel about what he was doing, and he told me he was gonna change. So I now needed to come and tell you again about what you were doing? No, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not your mom. So I told him that. I'm like, look, I already told you. So he's like, well, at the end of the day, I wasn't in the wrong because I didn't know he basically takes the same narrative and spins it again. The same narrative that he spun the first time, he spun it again. He's like, I didn't know this is how you felt. You never told me. He was like, and you were being petty again. You were ignoring me because before I sent him the TikTok, he was like basically messaging me and I was ignoring him. Like, I was now messaging him back before I sent that TikTok. So he was like, and you were doing petty stuff again. I wasn't doing petty stuff. I was on my way out. I wasn't matching energy or nothing. That moment where he was messaging me and shit, I was literally on my way out, and I wanted him to know I'm on my way out. Like, this is not no matching energy no more. Like, I'm tired of you. You're lame as fuck. And I'm not trying to be mean, but you're not all that cute to be acting the way you acted type shit. Like, you're not all that to be acted. Like, I literally had to think in my head, should I talk to him or not? That should let you know. Like, I didn't see you and say, ooh, this is the man of my dreams. Like, bitch, I saw you and said, this might be the man of my nightmares. You need to act accordingly. Like, when you don't look all that, you need to act accordingly. You feel me? So at this point, and I don't care about nobody saying, you think you all that? I do. I do. And it's not even about me thinking I'm all that. You tried to talk to me, so act like it. Why am I chasing you down? Why am I telling a grown-ass man that he needs to do A, B, C, D? You know what to do when you're trying to talk to a new girl. You're not liking my photos on social media, but you're liking other girls' photos. I'm seeing you liking all these other girls' photos. You're not even talking about my what I like to do or stuff like you're doing the bare minimum, and you're getting mad that I'm getting mad at you doing the bare minimum. And you're not even doing the freaking bare minimum. Bitch, you're just doing the bare. We talk about the situation. We came to the conclusion that I was wrong for sending him the TikTok. I will admit that that was childish now looking back at it. And he was wrong for whatever he was wrong for. Cool. And he says, my mom don't like you. I don't care. What do you mean your mom don't like me? He's like, I told her what you did. And she was like, he basically was saying, she said, yeah, you need to leave her alone. That girl is so childish. Who sends TikToks at this grown age? Number one. Is this not the same mother that you don't like? Is this not the same Mama Dukes that you don't like? So you're ranting on the phone about me about how you don't like your mom, but you ran to your same mom to gossip about me, number one. Number two, mom is literally sitting up here talking about yeah, she's childish, this is and that. If you did to me, no, if you did to your mom what you did to me, your mom would not like it. Your mom would not like it. So your mom needs to shut up. And number three, I'm not your wife. I'm not your girlfriend. What are you running to your mom about me when we just started talking? So imagine if me and him really start talking and his mom really don't like me now because of his big ass fucking mouth. And then on top of that, you telling your side of the story, and your side of anybody's side of the story, it's always going to fit their favor. Even the story I'm telling you guys, it's going to fit my favor. But look, I'm speaking straight facts. You feel me? I got the messages. And the thing is, I don't care about nobody saying, well, your side of the story might not be true. Look, he's the one that deleted the thread. Every time me and him get into it, he deletes the thread. Every time me and this boy gets into it, he unsends all the messages on Instagram. Obviously, I'm in the right. Because if he knows that he is right, he not going to be doing all that extra shit. You're not being consistent. And whenever I call you out on it, you feel some type of way. Whenever I try to leave, you try to insult me. Now you came back. Now you sitting up here telling me that your mama don't like me. He said, yeah, so in conclusion, she don't like you. Bitch, this not a motherfucking bedtime story. I don't care if she don't like me. Talk about in conclusion. I don't care. Why would I care about your mom not liking me when you don't like your mama? What makes you think I care? I don't give a damn. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I just shrugged it off. I don't care. Now we talking. We get to talking about something else. So we carry the conversation on. He tell me, oh, I got a little thing to tell you. I'm like, what you got to tell me? Turns around and he says, I just want to let you know I'm in Houston. So a part of me kind of feel like that's another red flag. Did you make up with me because you were in Houston? Like, is that like, now that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, okay, this boy made up with me because he's in Houston. That's how I'm feeling. So I asked him, I'm like, did you make up with me because you were in Houston? He was like, nah. He said, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I've been thinking about you for weeks. He said, I've been in Houston for 2 weeks now. He said, I've been thinking about you for weeks. And he said the argument was just so petty. And he said, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I really did force blocking you. He said, I've been wanting to talk to you. Like, he said, I actually really do like you. This and that. Like, he's going in about how he likes me and stuff. He thinks I'm funny. I'm sorry, y'all. There's hair on my camera. I'm trying to get it off. But yeah, he's like, I really do like you. This and that. Like, he's talking. And he was like, if he wanted to, what you would call it, talk to me because I was in Houston, he would have called me a while ago. Like, he said he's been trying to tell himself not to call me, but like, he was like, man, I really do like this girl, period, because I'm a vibe, and y'all already know that. Like, the way I be cracking jokes on here, that's how I be with the guys, you know what I mean? Funny. Talking, and that's what he was saying. He was like, you're so funny. Like, he was telling me, he was like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I be laughing. Like, he said, you be having me dying of laughter. He was like, I really miss laughing with you, whatever, cool. So I'm like, okay. So he was like, yeah. He was like, well, do you want to go on a date? So I'm like, yeah, we can go on a date. Where do you want to go? He's like, I don't know, this your city. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. And we start talking about like different dates to do and shit. And he's like, yeah, you show me around. He was like, if you was from my city, I would have been planning a date. He said, but I don't really know. He was like, you let me know where you want to go and let me know. Like, we just trying to figure out where he's at and where I'm at and seeing if we can meet up halfway for the date, right? Cool. He starts talking about are you still abstinent? Bitch, what changed? Bitch, what changed? Yes. Mind you, this one here, he said he was abstinent too. Like, he said that he hadn't had sex in a while. So why are you asking me, am I abstinent? Shouldn't you be abstinent? So what? So now, if I tell you that I'm not abstinent, are you going to say, oh, me neither? Like, bitch, you don't get to copy me. Keep your abstinent ass abstinent. Oh, he's like, are you still abstinent? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so you don't do nothing? I'm like, no. He's like, no kissing, nothing. I said, no. Monkeypox is going around. STDs are going around. Why would you want to be kissing a stranger? Why? Like, why do people still feel like kissing is not a bad thing to do? If you are kissing somebody that you don't know like that on the lips, you might as well get on your knees and give them head and then get. You might as well, because kissing is just as dangerous nowadays as doing the rest of the stuff. You could potentially get COVID. You could potentially get monkeypox. You could get so many different things, bro, just from kissing. He's like, you don't kiss either? I'm like, what do you need to kiss me for? I said, you can kiss me on my forehead or my cheeks. He started laughing. He like, man, like, he's like, you're childish. Like, he laughing and shit. I'm, bro, I said it. Kiss me on my forehead or my cheeks. Don't kiss me on my lips. He's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. And so, the next day comes, right? We're supposed to be seeing each other the next day, but this boy is literally texting me back so slow. Something terrible happens. My somebody I know passed, right? Let's just say that. So I was supposed to be linking with him. The day that I'm supposed to be linking with this boy is texting me back slow. Like, when I say this boy is texting me back slow, y'all, this boy is messaging me back so slow, which was weird because it's like when we started back talking again, I'm like, here he go again. I'm like, here he go. This is my theory. I could be wrong. The reason why I brought up the abstinent part is because I personally feel like he was trying to test the waters and see like, oh, let me see if I can, you know, do something with her or whatnot, this and that. And then I feel like when he seen that I wasn't with that, he started texting me, like, I don't think he wanted to link anymore. I think he thought, like, one of them niggas, like, oh, if I take her out on a date, she should want to smash. Because you know what he kept saying? He kept saying, oh, I'm going to come and pick you up. Bitch, no the fuck you not. You're not going to come pick me up in Jesus' name. I have a car. Don't worry. The fuck? Because them niggas that be trying to pick you up, they don't be trying to take you home. That's first of all. And second of all, I don't want you to know where I live. Because I don't get along with a lot of niggas. Like, me and guys' relationships be lasting a month or 2, 3, if I'm lucky. So, bitch, when we break up or when we get into our argument, you're not going to be pulling up to my house. He called me. I missed the call because I was taking a quiz. And so I called him back after the quiz and he didn't answer. And so I told him, hey, I called, and then he told me that he was at work. Did not reply like for a good 5-6 hours. But I was seeing him on social media doing the same bullshit again, bro. Doing the same bullshit again. Texting back slow again, y'all. But he tells me that he's helping family and stuff like that. So, you know, he's texting back slow. I told him, I was like, oh, I wanted to see you. And he didn't reply back to me. He did not reply back to me. So I told him, I said, look, I said, if you don't want to see me, just say that. Mind you, this is somebody who told me that he's in Houston. I did not know that this boy was in Houston. I didn't know this boy was in Houston. This boy said, oh, by the way, I'm in Houston. This boy said, I really want to see you. Like, I really wish like I could keep a record of the call and the way this boy was so pressed to see me. So I'm going off of his energy. I'm like, oh yeah, like, what you doing? Then on top of that, he literally said that he wasn't far from me, because he was talking about some, yeah, like, he was like, how far is your school? And he was putting it in the GPS and was like, oh, you're not far from where I am. Oh, this is and that. Like, we're making plans and all this stuff. Why are you acting weird the next days? Like, why are you acting weird? You told me the other day that you can't see because of such and such. I said, okay, cool. But what's good? Like, why are you acting weird? Like, why are you in my city and you haven't came and saw me, or you're not making an initiative to see me? And why did you tell me that you wanted to see me and then do this? Like, I was just so confused. And that's another thing. Whenever guys, I have talked to several guys and to my city, and they be like, I'm in your city. I ghost them. Like, I don't even be seeing guys that come to my city. So if I want to see you, I want to see you. And I feel like you're playing with me. Like, you're playing with me. This is where it just went left. He says, I'm just hella focused and busy. Laugh my ass off. Bitch, ain't nothing funny. I had a whole plan to see you, but you sent me that TikTok and said, fuck me. So I made another plan. How childish he is. Mind you, this boy's around my age. I don't remember how old he is, but I'm gonna say 23, 24, 25. I don't remember how old he said he was. You're childish. Number one, you are telling me that you're hella focused, but you are the one who said you wanted to see me first. Number two, you talking about you had whole plans to see me, but then I sent him a TikTok. We've already discussed that TikTok. If you feel some type of way about that TikTok, why'd you come back? Like, if you really in your core of course feel that I disrespected you when I sent you that TikTok, why did you come back? And why are you bringing up shit that we already apologized for and kept it pushing? You trying to guilt trip me and you trying to gaslight me to make me feel bad for shit that I already apologized for. Very hard for me to say sorry. So bitch, once I say sorry, that's it. I don't feel bad for it no more. I just said bet. Cause it's like, what do you even say to that? I said, thanks for letting me know. I said, what, you seeing somebody else out here or something? I'm gonna try to see you. I'm just trying to get to this money and advance in life. He responded to me saying about me trying to see someone else out here. He says, I'm trying to see, and he puts in caps, this money. I said, we were also supposed to go somewhere on Tuesday. Are we going or not? I'm just asking because it's like, let me know now, because it's like now, and mind you, at this point, I'm irritated, but I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. He says this, mind you, he is the one that chose Tuesday, y'all. He is the one that chose Tuesday. So now at this point, you're playing with me. He says, I might be in Vegas that day. I'm going to come back to Texas soon, though. I'm doing a lot of stuff, but you know I mess with you. I'm just trying my hardest to reverse generational curses. I don't care. I don't care. Who do you think you are, Oprah? I don't care. Like, bitch, I'm trying to reverse generational. We're all trying to reverse generational curses. What does that have to do with? You see, that's how you know. Deflecting. You planned a date and now you're trying to make it look me feel bad. I'm trying to break generational. What are you talking about? If you knew that you could not attend a date, you could have just said it. But don't try to deflect from the situation and make me feel bad for asking you about the situation. Tell everything we're saying, because it was a lot, y'all. So now we're arguing. Gaslighting the hell out of me. Like, when I say he's gaslighting me, he's gaslighting me. He puts in caps, you cut me off. You thought about all, he said, did you think about all this when you cut me off? I'm not the bad guy. I literally got cut off and I started making other plans. I'm trying to fit you into them. I'm doing what I can do. You need to see outside yourself and understand me. Bitch, I cannot see outside myself because bitch, I can see outside myself. Bitch, I can see my arms. Bitch, I can see my hair. Bitch, I can see my nails. Bitch, I can see me. So what are you talking about that I need to see outside myself? Bitch, I already see outside myself. You came back to me, buddy. How many times I gotta remind you of this? I didn't press that phone and hit you up again. You blocked me everywhere. I couldn't even get into contact with you even if I wanted to. So what are you talking about that I need to see outside yourself? You came back into my life. You apologized for what you did. And now you're telling me that I cut you off. You're not the bad guy. This and that. What are you talking about? So we're arguing, talking about I'm spoiled. I said I'm trying my best to be patient with you and let you do your thing out here, but you're moving like you don't care. Then this boy says this. I swear he thought we were Lil Baby and Jada. He says, you just don't see a way where somebody cannot do for you 24/7. I'm sorry, but ambitious men like me are not always going to be there, baby. Do you want a Rolls Royce in a mansion or do you want a Kia and a 1-bedroom apartment? The men that God put in my life are funny, man. They are so funny. I'm looking at, first of all, have y'all not seen them new Kias? Them new Kias light up like sports cars. Them new Kias are nice as hell. And somebody can be living in a 1-bedroom apartment and be in a high-rise apartment. What are you talking about? What are you, like deflecting, gaslighting, manipulating, deflecting. All of that. He's doing all of that. So we're arguing, and he basically tells me, good night. I'm done talking to you. Good night. So I said good night back. Like, I'm not gonna, you said good night, I said good night. So I go on about my business. I'm very mad, y'all. Mind you, I'm very angry. I just go on social media. I'm going through, I'm just going through, people's stories. I'm not really even, I'm irritated, but I'm just watching people's stories. I'm just clicking, skipping, clicking. And he posted story. So I actually watched his story because he posted it right after we got into it. Puts on his story. So childish, so just sassy little bitch. Says, people will make up any reason to play victim and make you the bad guy. I don't care. I'm not going for it. Put his Bitmoji and was like, his Bitmoji was laughing. You sassy son of a bitch. You are a grown ass man subbing me for what? I haven't even took it to social media. Why did you feel the need to take it to social media? I messaged him and I was like, was this necessary? He told myself, if the shoe fit, you need to wear it. I was just making a post. I hate people like that talking about if the shoe fit, you need to wear it. Don't order the shoe for me. Don't tell me you're gonna buy the shoe for me. Don't lace my shoe up. Don't put the shoe on my feet and then tell me if the shoe fit that I need to wear it. Bitch, you told me that was my shoe. So what are you talking about? Trying to make me look delusional. Talk about if the shoe fit, then I need to wear it. Bitch, that's my shoe. How you gonna tell me to wear my shoe? I already have this shoe. I hate people who do stuff like that. If you are subbing me, stand 10 toes and be like, yeah, this shit for you. But don't try to make it look like I'm being delusional about it or I'm pressed about something to where you're subbing me. We just got into it. This is the second nigga this year that has subbed me on Twitter after on social media after we got into it. It's sassy. It's childish. It shows your level of your maturity. It's just nasty. I tell my friend what happened and I screenshot his story of him subbing me and I send it to her. I don't know why my friend did this, but she went to go watch his story. I mean, this boy went in an uproar. He starts texting me and he says, and I'm sorry if this story is long, y'all. It's almost over. He says, mind you, I guess he's seen that my friend came from me and he blocked her. So he says, now you're making me block people because you're talking behind my back and they're watching my story. The same guy who subtweeted me, y'all. The same guy who subtweeted me. He's worried about me talking behind his back like he's in 2nd grade. At my ass off. Ain't nothing funny, bitch. I made a general story. You got in your feelings thinking it was about you and you were talking shit bad about me. Like I said before, I hate people who throw rocks and hide hands. Just got into a big argument in the iMessages. You post that after our argument. Literally in the messages said that I'm playing victim and this and that. Then you went on your social media and said the same shit. Who is it about? Did you argue? Were you arguing with two people? Like, don't play dumb with me, bro. I'm not the one to play dumb with. You are the dumbass, not me. You could never play dumb with me, bitch. And you are a lame ass nigga that you can't even stand 10 toes and say, yeah, I was subbing you. You're lame. You're lame as hell. And then you're blocking my friend. What the fuck is you blocking her for? Like, you sassy son of a bitch. And then he was saying, like, he was like, whatever story you're telling your friend, she needs to hear my side of the story because y'all females like to spin the narrative. Y'all be liars. Like, he's just going in. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just like, oh, okay. So I texted him. And you know, you managed to make my day worse. Like, I'm just telling him everything, and I'm just telling him, like, this is the reason why I don't mess with Taurus man, because he's a Taurus, and oh my god, I don't like Taurus men at all. And I blocked him everywhere. Like, I blocked him all over social media. I just was gonna send him this last message and dip out. And I said, I blocked you so we do not have to worry about each other no more. I pray you grow up, because if you don't, you will have a lot of problems with your fucking short-tempered ass. I told him straight up, because it's like, you doing too much. Like, you doing way too much. Like, you're doing too much. I'm chilling and I get a notification. This boy goes on his iCloud to message me, y'all. On his freaking iCloud. How sassy are you? You are so sassy. You subtweeted me like you're just a sassy bitch. And I'm trying my best to be, you know, cordial with you, but you trying to take it there with me, all because of what? Because you planned a date and you couldn't follow through. Every single one of me and this boy's arguments happened from him not being consistent. He wouldn't be consistent. I would get upset at him, and he would get upset at me for getting upset at him. He would gaslight me. Every single time we would get into it, he would say, I don't know who you've been messing with, but I'm not one of them guys. This isn't that. Da, da, da. Like, he always used to say, I'm not one of them guys that is gonna let you do this. I'm not one of them guys that's gonna let you do that. Like, he literally will always try to make it look like I was in the wrong. Every time I brought an issue to this boy, he spun the narrative on me. Every time I told this boy, hey, I don't like how you did ABCD, he would spin the narrative on me. Ooh, this is another thing. One day I was leaving class and I was like, ooh, let me FaceTime him. Like, we were texting and stuff, so I just FaceTime him. I FaceTime him and he answered the call. I was like, oh, hey, how are you? This boy says, look, I don't know who the other guys that you've been talking to, but you just can't be randomly FaceTiming me. What are you talking about? This is not like a guy that I just started talking to and I randomly FaceTime. I have to set up appointments with you. And I told him, I said, I have to set up appointments with you to FaceTime you. And he could see I was getting annoyed. And I feel like he didn't want to argue with me that day. So he was like, nah, I'm just messing with you. And we started the conversation. Like, this boy was a menace, y'all. Like, this boy. And the thing is with this boy, he's so angry at life that he doesn't see nothing like past his life. He doesn't like his life. Like, I could tell, like, regardless of our arguments, and I'm not gonna put all the stuff that he got going on in life, but regardless of our arguments, I could tell that his ass was not happy with life in general. Like, he wasn't happy with the way his life was playing out. And I feel like he was just watching me, like, just, you know, flourish before his eyes. And I feel like he didn't like that, because there was a time where I was on the phone with him one time and I was like, oh, I cannot wait to graduate. Like, oh, I'm so tired of school and this and that. And I was like asking him, I was like, have you been to school before? I was like, and he was like, no, but I do want to go to school. And I was like, yes. I was like, you definitely need to go to a HBCU. And he's like, yeah, like, I want to go to a HBCU. I don't want to go to a PWI, this and that. We're talking about it and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I cannot wait to graduate. Like, I cannot wait to graduate. I was like, and I told him, I was like, engineering was like a roller coaster. Like, I'm letting him know that, like, engineering was a lot. Like, engineering was tough type shit. Like, it was a lot of work. It literally was pure silence on the phone. And he says, anyways, what you doing? Like, it's like every time I talked about engineering, it's like he felt some type of way. This boy was jealous of me. He was jealous of me, y'all. This boy was real life jealous of me. Everything that I did kind of made him jealous. Like, even when we were talking again, he was not liking my photos again. He wasn't. It's like this boy was jealous of me, y'all. Like, I don't want nobody in the comments to say, you're talking beside yourself. He wasn't that boy was jealous of me, y'all. I've never said a guy was jealous of me. Never. And some guys do be jealous, but I've never flat out said that some guy was playing out jealous of me until I met this guy. This boy was so jealous of me, it wasn't funny. That's the reason why he wouldn't like my photos. He wanted to put me in my place. It's like he wanted to let me know, hey, you're less than, like, you're not what you think you are type shit. Like, it's like he was so invested in putting me in my place. Every time we would argue, he would say, yeah, by the time you're done talking to me, you're gonna know that not everything revolves around, you're gonna know. Like, he always kept telling me what I was gonna know. Or he would always say, I'm not the last guy you mess with. I know you like running over your guys. You're not running over me. Mind you, I don't run over no guys. If you talk to the other guys in the past, they would tell you. He messages me from his iCloud. So sassy, so childish. And he basically says that he does not care about the person that I was talking about passing. He says that's cap. Basically said that I was lying about somebody dying. Why would I lie about someone dying? Who are you that I have to lie to you about someone dying? He says, what you did today showed me that you can't be trusted and you're a fucking weirdo and liar. You play victim and I don't care about your fake ass tears either. You will never be loved. Look at you. You think somebody gonna want that? LOL. Especially with all that shit that you do? LOL. Good luck. I wish you the worst. And this is exactly why I don't fuck with your sign. Because you remember I said that I don't fuck with Taurus. He said this why I don't fuck with y'all sign. He said y'all are all fucking weirdos. He said all of the Virgos are weirdos. Okay, bitch. Okay, then he blocked me. He blocked me, of course. It's like he was trying to get the last laugh. Not with me. It's like, you're not gonna get the last laugh with me, ho. Like, first of all, you talking about what I did today showed me that I was a weirdo and a liar. I'm about to debunk everything. And y'all know me. I like debunking everybody's statements so let's get into it. So the first statement that he said is that I was lying about somebody's death. I'm not even gonna get into that. Like, whoever lies about, like, what the fuck do I have to lie about somebody's death? Like, if you don't see them no more on earth, then they died. Like, what are you talking about? Then he says that I was a fucking weirdo and a liar. Last time I checked, you're a liar because you planned dates and didn't keep up with it and made up lies so you couldn't attend the dates. You told me that you were going to be in Houston for a while. Now, all of a sudden, when it's time for us to go on a date, you're talking about you're going to Vegas. When did the switch up happen? When did it happen? The only liar here is you, buddy. You're the weirdo. You're going on social media, posting about me, and then lying that it was a general post. No, it wasn't a general post. Me and you got into an argument and you made the post pertaining to me and your argument. Don't flatter yourself. You came back to me. You unblocked me to message me again. Oh, that's another thing. Even my friend said, you know what my friend said when she seen him? She said, Irene, this is who you're sad over? She said, Irene, I'm not even trying to be mean. This is one of the ugliest niggas you talk to. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, this nigga was not of my caliber. So then I told him, I said, first of all, you buy followers and it's very obvious. Who are all these people following you? Second of all, whoever died, fuck that person. Because he was talking about I was lying about that. And mind you, he had somebody in his family died. I don't care. Like, I know some people want to say, oh, you took it too far. I'm sorry. You get dirty with me, I get dirtier with you. I don't care. So I said, whoever died, fuck that person. And I hope you spend your whole life grieving. Who the fuck is going to want you? You're a walking eyesore. You're a big loser and it shows. You don't even like your mom, but you ran to snitch to her about me because you don't know how to be a man. You blocked me, then you came back because your lonely ass ain't have no bitch to talk to. I showed you my friend and she laughed because she saw I lowered my standards for you. You are one of the ugliest niggas that I've ever talked to out of all the guys that I've talked to. Drink blood and die. Sorry. Drink blood and die. Yeah, y'all, that's what I told him. And bitch, I blocked that motherfucking number. And I know for a given fact that shit hurt him. Y'all, I've been bullied since the 10th grade. Don't argue with me. Like, I just, you know, an hour or two. But after I sent the message, I was like, damn. And mind you, this boy is very sensitive. So I know for a given fact he cried. I know he cried or I know he felt some type of way. I ain't cry because he ain't say nothing to me that can make me cry. What did he say? Look at me. Nobody will want me. He's basically made fun of my weight. Like, called me a fucking liar and a weirdo. Like, he did like surface level shit. But the thing with me is when I get down and dirty. And that's why I try my best to control myself when I get into it with guys. Because I know that I could really hurt you. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. But when I get into it with guys, I know for a given, like, I can argue with a guy better than I can argue with a girl. I can still rip a girl up, don't get me wrong. But I could really get into a guy's guts if I really wanted to. Like, I could really make a grown man cry with my words. My words are very hurtful. And when I come for your juggler, I'm really going to come for your juggler. And that's why I try my best to respect myself. Throughout this whole story time, y'all, I know I did not read the specific messages between me and him, but even when we were arguing, y'all, he was being rude to me and I was still being respectful because I know how disrespectful I can get. But it's like when you took the moment and you took the time to go and message me after I blocked you, you went and turned on your iCloud to go message me. You want war. You want war. So let me give you war. So that's the story time, y'all. Y'all just really need to see the red flags. I know I always give y'all story times like this and say, y'all need to learn. It really be me. I need to learn. It's a story. Y'all let me know where I went wrong. After him, I took a break from guys. So I'm definitely not talking to no guys right now at all. And I'm exhausted from telling this story. So I'll talk to y'all later.